we started the year 2025 and we had some rocks. We made progress on all of them. Some of them we got to continue into the next year. Why don't we give an update on kind of what the initiatives were for this year and kind of what our status was?
Yeah, so we broke down our kind of priorities into four groups. Um, and we acronymed them because Doge was a thing at the time. So we've got DODLE, Department of Leadership of Effectiveness. We've got DOS, Department of Standardization and Efficiency. We've got KIDD, which is Kudu implementation and development and deployment. And then we've got our 3HAG development, which is our diversification priority. Really, everything that we do as a company falls within those categories. How can you make your leaders better? How can you standardize what you're doing and be more efficient with your time and the work that you do? What systems do you have in place to help that standardization and help that process and help that quality control? And then how are you going to diversify yourself and position yourself for tomorrow? So we accomplished a lot. I mean, we bit off a lot. I put a reminder for 2026 Q1 is to not plan too much because you can tend to overload your plate. And we did that. We ebbed and flowed, but made a lot of big improvements. Again, the leadership effectiveness was about hiring and bringing in people into our company, leaders, the leaders of tomorrow into our company.
And promoting, right?
In promoting, yeah. It's all about leadership pipeline.
Right.
So promoted some people, brought in people into our team. We stood up our in-house services group. Our renewables team is growing and really getting better every day. We've promoted people through that pipeline as well. So good movement there. Standardization and efficiency. Brandon really, really dove into that and owned that. That dealt with conversions and cloud storage and just toolkits and, how do we do due diligence? How do we set up a project? Those basic repeatable things that really just need documenting.
Yeah.
If you're going to grow and operate across the country and stand by the promise that, hey, if you hire Dudley in Texas to run a job and then you hire Dudley in the Rockies to run a job for you, you're going to have the same experience, the same product, the same deliverables. Well, that requires work. And Brandon and his team did, and the whole DOS team did a great job with that. And so we put a lot of focus on that. Programming on our KIDD priority was a big deal. I mean, we've talked about the programming we're doing with our land system. We're in a great place, and 2026 is going to be a big year for us. We're going to start licensing that product.
Yeah.
We want to get it out there to the market. We think we built a system that's built on the backs of land work and land men. The work that we do, the needs that we have, the nuance that you see across the country, different basins. We've addressed all that because we live it and we work it, and systems are at the core of our business. So we're ready and really excited to start to bring that product to the market and offer it out there to the landman community and the oil and gas community to hopefully be a solution, maybe a less annoying land system for them and be at a price point that makes sense. We're not a private equity backed tech company that's looking to, 30x our product.
Not yet.
We want to be able to, not yet.
I mean, I'll take a
30x, baby. Yeah, I'll take a 30x. That'd be awesome. But the goal with our system development was to build a product that we can build our company on for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And if we build that product and it works for us, then it'll work for other people. And what the market perceives its value to be is what they'll perceive it to be. And we think it's a valuable product, and we're going to continue to develop and excited about that.
Yeah.
And in 3HAG development, it was all about strategic partnerships, our in-house services group, all those things that kind of help position us to capitalize on opportunities to provide additional services to our existing clients to, make us a viable solution for new clients. So all those things went well. We put a lot of work into them, and 2026 is going to continue on that path in a few different ways. So excited about all that.
I was able
to might as well throw the staffing little kudos to the staffing group as well.
Oh yeah, that was under the 3HAG.
Yeah, and we ended 25 really well with the staffing group. Go McKenzie.
Go McKenzie.
Yeah, for sure. One of our goals was to be
highly functioning in Dudley staffing. And by the end of 2025, even though we started it a year and a half ago, I feel like we've gotten about 95% there, which is great. So we're going to continue that into 2026 and beyond. And it's back on our 3-HAG development. And for those that don't know, 3-HAG means 3-year highly achievable goal. So that's kind of the things that we set for us, and we put a 3-year stint on it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we drop it. That's kind of how it goes. But this is working. It's great.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Mackenzie has done. She's incredible. She's an A+ player, no doubt about it. Yeah, good job, Mackenzie.
There you go, Mackenzie. Well, I was able to come to the managers meeting. I guess end of October or somewhere in that time frame. It was really cool to get to see kind of internally how a lot of these plans get developed and all the effort that goes into it. I think one thing that stood out to me was watching you guys really not lead those meetings, but just watch everybody else. And it's very apparent that you are promoting and developing leaders within Dudley.